So hey y'all, I'm a little cold today, so y'all gonna have to look over me. But anyway, I wanted to talk about communication or whatnot. So this morning I was on my way to work, and Allison started whining, and it frustrated me so bad. And I'm like, "What are you whining for?" And I tell her all the time, "Use your words. Stop whining. Use your words. You're a big girl." So on the flip side, y'all know I can get something from anything. So when it comes to prayer, okay, and when it comes to something you want, just like when you want something from God, you can't be coming to Him whining, because first of all, I can't hear past all that whining, and second of all, I'm not gonna try to. So if you don't come to people clearly, learn how to use your words clearly and stop whining. Or if you don't learn how to effectively communicate, then you'll never get what you want in life. So like I said, just like God, being a parent, because Allison should already know at this point that if you upset mommy, then ain't nobody gonna be happy. And you're definitely not gonna get what you want when you upset me. It's gonna be an issue, okay? And somebody really gonna be upset, and it ain't gonna be me most of the time. So going back to prayer. So when you pray for something, it means you pray for something, a communication or a ritual or act, in order to get something that you want, right? A petition. So a lot of times, if you piss the parent off and you go to whining and stuff, they ain't gonna deal with you. They don't want to hear. So a lot of times, the reason why you can't pray is because you ain't using your words. A lot of reasons why you don't know how to pray, because you can't communicate. You don't know how to communicate. So when you learn how to communicate, you'll learn how to pray. When you learn how to pray, then you can get what you want. So like I said, just keep in mind, know how to speak when you need to speak. Okay, learn how to speak up. And you got to get out of this idealistic, this traditional way of things. You don't have to just go in and say a prayer traditionally. It ain't got to be something so great and so grand and so just, spectacular. Just open your mouth and talk and say what you want. You be like, "Hey God, I'm dealing with this. I need you to help me deal with this." You just tell them what you want. Just have an actual conversation. And like I said, until a lot of us learn how to actually communicate, and not just on a spiritual level, in a earthly, everyday type of manner, you will never be able to pray, and you will never get breakthrough because you don't know how to communicate. So it goes back to the story with Moses, and trying to get people out of bondage, and trying to free them from Egypt, right, from Pharaoh, or we're not trying to free the children of Egypt, right. So a lot of the issues that was going on, the reason what could have been so much shorter, a shorter journey, and made it a longer journey, 40 years, something like that. What made it so long was all the whining, all the murmuring, all the complaining. I don't nobody want to hear that. I'm just saying, if you don't want to hear what makes you think God want to hear. So we're going back to that. They was doing all that whining, all that complaining, instead of just opening up their mouths and communicating effectively. Okay. So that's a way. That's a example that I can use whenever you want to whine, whenever you want to play victim, whenever you want to be a crybaby, because a lot of y'all you're like, whine, y'all baby, like, for real, like, level up when it comes to all this whining. You can't get past nothing because you're so negative. So if you're thinking negative, definitely what's in your mind, what's coming out your mouth is in your mind, and 9 out of 10 is in your heart. So if you're so negative, your life gonna reflect it. And your prayer life definitely gonna gonna be affected, you know. And in your friendships, your relationships, regardless of what type of relationship it is, it's gonna be affected because you can't communicate. Because you win. You a baby. Like, it is what it is. You know? So, I mean, it's irritating, okay? All the whining, all the complaining, it is irritating. I can't stand it when my baby whine. You know, so like I said, just imagine how God feel when y'all always crying, y'all always whining. Don't nobody want to hear it. And especially your neighbor, they sure don't want to hear it. So like I said, level up. Learn how to open your mouth and stop complaining and tell the person what you want or what you need. You know, so anyway, that was just on my mind. Y'all be blessed and have a good day.